Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome everyone. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you all. And today in this video we will discuss an important command for Angular before we actually start coding. This command is called the ng command. Normally, with any programmatic language or framework, to initiate the process of compilation or execution, also known as runtime, you must do so through commands. However, with IDEs, you tend to have a play button. When that button is clicked, that IDE triggers the command for you. So you need not launch or type the command or execute the command manually through the command prompt, but the IDEs do trigger that command on your behalf. For example, with Java, you have to type the Java command to compile the source code into a class file. Java C for compilation. Then once you convert the Java file or the source code to the class file, to execute that file, you run the Java command. With C, you use the command for C. If you are using the GNU or the GNU C compiler, you will type I believe it was GCC if I recall correctly, and then compile the file. If you are using the GNU compiler for C++, it will be G++. If you are using, what else? For example, if you are using Node.js to use JavaScript, you will use the node command. If you are using the node package manager, you will use npm. If you are using Maven, you will use mvn, and so on and so forth. Normally, the structure is command followed by options because they could be multiple options, and then lastly you have the flags because they could be multiple flags as well. These are related to the type of execution, while these modify the execution slightly. You have seen previously when we used a particular command to actually serve the application or prepare it or execute it or compile it, we used ng, and then we used serve. There may be times where we will use flags, but I am uncertain if we will use them in this course, but there are flags for the ng command as well. Why do we use ng? ng is the truncated form of be prepared to be amazed. For Angular. Instead of typing this entire word, you simply type ng and that is it. Normally, with languages or frameworks, you use the name of the language or the packager to initiate compilation or execution. For Java, we use Java. For C, we use GCC, the name of the compiler. For C++, we use G++, and so on and so forth. For Angular, we use Angular, but the creators of the Angular framework truncated the command to ng. I decided to cover this before we delve into the, the coding portion, because we will use this for multiple facets within this course, whether it is to prepare the application for deployment or to create various files or source code files within our project. So I decided to cover this command before we move add. And that is it for this lecture. I hope this video was helpful and beneficial to you all. Enjoy the rest of your day, everyone. Be safe, take care, and peace be upon you all. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.